Oregon, Portland, all them different places, man, they get extreme cold.
But those places that you were talking about, particularly over in Arizona, they were frying eggs on the ground. So I would not like it that hot.
No. That's why, man, give me that 72. I'm supposed to start looking into Cape Verde. Man, that might be where y'all be looking for me.
Where you went? He's on the continent.
He's on the continent. He's over in Cape Verde. Yeah, doing the breezes.
He's doing stuff.
Yeah, and most of that stuff consists of nothing.
So it is holiday season, and over in the Bahamas, it's Junkanoo. Everybody's preparing for Carnival, and so it rarely gets like cold. Like you might need a windbreaker over there around this time.
Yeah.
But I would like to go to Carnival in Brazil because that's where I've not been. But I do know how to samba, and I've warned the Pasistas here in the States, but I would love to be able to do that over there.
I want a sister too.
I bet you do want a sister from those girls are fine.
Oh,
when I say, yes, beautiful, but I mean fine and eat heartily and don't count calories or anything. They eat.
But I see
they eat.
There are brothers who have left this city, musicians that I know.
Yes.
And spent the next few decades, like New Orleans has done to so many people.
Yes.
Brazil does that to New Orleanians, and I know we got some cats because music, as we talk about all the time, music takes cats all over. And one of the places that has a real penchant for both New Orleans and New Orleans musicians is Brazil.
Yes.
We over there a lot. I think it's the percussion. I think it's because we drum in New Orleans in a very unique way, and
the influence
of
the percussion because Brazil is
because the samba is mostly percussion.
Yes, but when you add in where that influence comes from and the drums that they use in particular and where they get that from, that's what the kinship is. Because here the bambula drum drives the majority of what we do here, but as is in Brazil, the bambula drum or like its cousin is the same what drives the music there as well. But there's some really good music in Brazil that just like you can listen to music that was created here, the energy of that music it passes on. So
Milton Nascimento was a famous Brazilian singer. And his name was Milton. That's what they called him all over the world. It was Milton Nascimento. And my daddy had that album when I was listening to music in the front room on the stereo. And he had a beautiful woman on this album cover, man. It was in the jungles of Brazil, wherever it was, this rainforest. This beautiful woman on there. I need to listen to this album just in case they say who she is. But that was, he was a singer. And the way that music sounded, man, it just caught me. And it's kind of like haunting. Milton had a great voice, though. A famous Brazilian singer. So many of them, man. Who was that? Sergio Mendes.
Yes.
Antonio Carlos Jobim. You probably know. Yeah, that song they made so many times, but that was a Jobim, Jobim. That was him who made that first one. I think Jobim was from Brazil as well. But yeah, man, yeah.
Shout out to Curtis and Dr. Carol making Casa Samba still happen. Yeah, appreciate y'all. That's where I learned samba, and I keep threatening to go back. I am gonna put it back on and do it once or twice, just to say, and I did it again. Yeah,
go
one more again, and then I can put my shaker down.
Who y'all down there with, man? They be ladies, man. Them ladies don't never put this shaker down. Yeah, ladies be, like older ladies, man. But guess what? In great shape and still feet fast, man.
Yes.
It's a beautiful thing to see them ladies, man. I'm talking about they had some ladies like had to be in their 60s, like that, and rolling. Right, rolling. Same way we get so fast when we see older folks doing the second line.
Yeah.
You know, rolling with the band. You know, it's just something about that music. You now they go home sitting and trying to have some sauce. But ain't nothing wrong with that.
But what I love so much about like African dance and samba, the musicians take their cues from the dancers. And so if you watch where there'll be a center of focus dancer where they literally take their cues from the pace that she is going.
Yes.
And it can be the most subtle of movements, and they stay with her until she decides that she's ready to start going again, and then they get geared up and rolling again. So yeah, I love all of that.
That's fun, man. That's fun. I'm telling you right now, we had been talking about going to Trinidad for Carnival, and we had mentioned that a couple of times, and I ain't gonna say no names, but we had a little hookup. We was trying to get it done, and I know we was talking about it, but I ain't gonna call him by the name that was gonna get it done. But you know,
because I knew it was coming. I was like,
yeah, it was coming. But then we gotta. I still want to do that because I think those synergies are so similar.
Yeah.
Right? They're so similar, and that's what we do, man. We connect New Orleans to all the stuff that came through New Orleans and try to keep them ties and show people the history of where we came from. So I always have said I've been a proponent of that. Let's get down to Trinity and do a live broadcast.
Hey, Warren Perry Evans, make a call. We want to go to Trinity. Thanks. Love you.
There you go. See that? Side happened on the front porch. You know, I ain't surprised because y'all have seen stranger things happen when we speak it up right here on this front porch. So there you go, man. We never know. Maybe next carnival we'll be coming to you live from Trinity. Yeah. I like that. It's the front porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long. Stick and stay. Y'all don't go nowhere. We're going to see you on the other side of the break.
See, we can come back with some music.
This is your news update for WBOK 1230 AM from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
So Daughter reporters will go before the New Orleans City Council to answer questions about what went wrong during this past weekend's flooding event. The agency has said that one turbine went offline due to power problems on Saturday, with another one out of service since October. The council will be looking for solutions to preventing future events like this. Meanwhile, in Jefferson Parish, the council could vote to end recycling today. It comes as there's only 35% of the parish uses the service and 100% bill for it. Families are already facing a utility rate increase on water, sewage, and garbage collection at $13 a month hike on average. If you add recycling, that could tack on an extra $5 to $7 a month. Leaders are also deciding whether or not to suspend the construction of a boiler at Wagon and Chemical Factory. Diana Bells are building a $27 million boiler at its ammonia plant without the proper air permit.
Oh, look at all the criminals.
$1,700, so they're now considering issuing their own and changing the industrial zoning regulations. The boiler is about 3 to 4 months away from being finished, and it's not paused to stay by the council. Meanwhile, tonight a meeting on the future of City Park. You have Warren Easton High School from 5:30 to 7:30 to hear about the plans to improve bike lanes, infrastructure, and pedestrian paths. There were 4 other meetings in the future on the overall master plan for the park. Then in Chirren Parish, 3 schools are now set to close, leaving many families upset. Bayou Black, Gibson, and Honduras elementary schools are all set to close next year, with those students now moving to larger campuses.
It was coming soon to a school district near you, white people.
Teachers' raises and help students get more chances to succeed. Families say it's going to be tougher to get their kids to these new schools that are located miles away.
Hey, New Orleans, Tavis Smiley here, inviting you to join me each weekday evening at 7 p.m. right here on WBOK 1230 AM for the Tavis Smiley Show. You can expect great guests and getting the answers you need to know. It's the Tavis Smiley Show on our new home in New Orleans, WBOK 1230 AM. Tavis Smiley, number 45. You're on the front porch with WBOK 12:30 a.m.
Hawaii gets chilly though.
It does. But see, they call it the whole state. So I guess if it's cold on one island, it's equal to the other. The Milton. Oh.
The one above it, not that one.
Same strength, same shirt, same pants, same belt, same hat. Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long. I'm your host, Graylin Bryant Banks.
And it's your girl, Kimber White Dupree. Oh, in the clothes, in the pool.
And that's Brother Dyron on the other side of the glass. Feeling a little bit like some Tejano music. You were tuned in on Facebook Live. You probably saw that group of singing and dancing gentlemen. White pants, blue striped shirts, black boots, black hats. And one of them got thrown in the pool.
I think he jumped.
You think he jumped?
I think he jumped.
Yeah, well, these things happen. These things happen. So,
it looked like a fun time, though.
the Tejano music
Yes.
was very nice. We hope you enjoyed that. DiCaprio said Jose Feliciano. No, not quite, but same genre, I would imagine.
Yeah.
That's who sang, you remember Chico and the Man?
The movie or the program?
It was a TV show.
Yeah.
Chico and the Man,
Yeah.
Freddie Prinze.
Yes.
And that's who sang Chico and the Man theme song.
Okay.
Jose Feliciano.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it was a little hit for him, man. It played on the show because it was a popular show, but I think the song itself took off, and he got a couple of dollars out there, man. It wasn't a bad thing.
We love it.
Oh yeah.
We love it. So Gianni was on yesterday, and she is. Don't miss out on that show or that installation over on Ferret. But her sister, Maris, the eldest sister, she actually is fluent in Portuguese. She speaks several different languages, but one is Portuguese and So she lived in Portugal. And so she learned how to play the drums while she lived over there in Brazil. And like when she would come back, like I would learn bits of the language from the music, from listening to the lyrics and things. But like she can actually speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
And like that's pretty impressive to see Black people that, you know, from the city of New Orleans be knowing extra stuff that inspires you to continue to learn. I stopped at Spanglish, if you will.
All right.
But she speaks Spanish, she speaks Portuguese, and she also speaks Arabic.
Speak badly.
Pig Latin, I don't know how to speak that. I think I can pay attention enough to figure it out.
All right.
Yeah.
I just want to let y'all know how y'all do this. Now, that is a beautiful thing, though, man. One of the lines in the great song came from Tina Marie. On the story when the night in Portugal, when the ocean kissed the summer shore. Y'all know what happened after that. Well, yes, indeed. But that was one of the places, the number 3 place, as a matter of fact, out of 6 with perfect temperature.
Good temperature.
Lisbon, Portugal was one of the places that had an average year-round temperature of somewhere around 72 degrees. Never too hot, never too cold. You know what the number 1 spot is?
It was on the continent.
No.
Where?
It's actually south of us. Medellin, Colombia.
Oh.
Medellin, Colombia is the top spot. It's often called the city of eternal spring, which sits at a perfect 72 degrees Fahrenheit year round. Because they're in the valley, the Abura Valley. So when you're down there, you got to just dress like with raincoats, because if you go up in the mountains, it's gonna get a little hot. I mean, a little cold. If you go further down in the valley, it might get a little hot. But an average year-round temperature of 72 degrees. Medellin. See, I can go. It's brown people out there.
Well,
it's brown people out there.
Yeah.
I go down there and I just learned how to habla español. You dig? I would have to.
Yeah, you would certainly have.
But it's an international city. Medellin is a very international city. You would not be out of place if you spoke English.
No.
But because if you're in, and again, thanks to Jalen for the lesson, if you're in another country, then be humble enough to at least speak the language of the people in the country, at least to say, I don't speak the language. So, don't be rude, Daddy. Okay.
Did she say that?
Yeah, of course. We talk straight.
Yeah.
We talk straight.
Are you ever rude?
But in her, yes. I don't think I'm rude. I think I'm pretty, a pretty decent traveler. But she pointed out to me that the Americanness in me can come off as rude to somebody. And she had been there. She had been there, so she had seen it over, with some of the people who was in the program and people from other places, that sense of entitlement, why you just walk in and assume everybody speak English. Because you just walk in and say habla or whatever and say something, buenos dias, habla inglés, a poquito, and make that connection.
I'm not fluent.
I'm not fluent.
I want to be respectful.
Habla inglés?
But I don't know.
Oh, yes, sir. We speak English. At least you get the spot because you attempted. That made all the difference in the world. That made because you attempted to make that connection as a traveler, as a visitor, realizing that you're in the city. You walk, hey, the brother was out.
But that goes to speak to how we treat other people who may think, move, speak differently than we do.
Yes.
Part of the reason why, while I was in education, the reason why my kids and I got along so well, you may not be where I am, but I will figure out where you are to bring you where I am. So, when I said I was speaking in Spanglish, there's a universal piece, but the fact that I respect you enough to at least meet you, I still need you to come with me.
Yeah.
Because that's what my job requires me to do.
Right.
But I understand that in order for you to move with me, we gotta be able to talk to each other. I have to speak to you so that you can understand, and then bring you to where I'm expected to bring you. But I cannot say that I want the best for you without considering you as a person and community and whatever, without considering you.
Yes.
And I think that is where we as humans, as civilized ones, we lose out, because we think us the superior, and therefore everybody else has to come to us, rather than trying to get to a place where we can communicate with each other, and then go back and forth, because each person, each culture, each thought needs to be honored.
Oh yeah, I agree with that, and that's what she gave. That's the gift she gave me, to be able to see that.
That's fair.
And, it's exactly what it was. And see, that's how you learn. That's what I said. We don't cuss, but we do cuss sometimes. But we do cuss sometimes. Yeah. But when there's always that honesty, and as I say, you can't hurt my feelings, because if you're telling me something, then I'm either gonna get it and win from it, or discard it and thank you for the try. It's gonna be good either way. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long. Stick and stay. Y'all don't go nowhere. We gonna see you on the other side of the break.
No, I said, hurry up. Wrap that up.
Oh, you have to go take them.
You see the one I was talking about? Yeah.
For 90 years, the All-State Sugar Bowl Committee has celebrated athletic excellence and championed the spirit of giving. In the last decade, the Sugar Bowl has honored thousands of local athletes, donated over $4 million to teachers, and given away over $800,000 in scholarships, all while drawing nearly 1 million fans into the region. This New Year's Day, the All-State Sugar Bowl will double as a college football playoff semifinal at the Caesar Superdome. Learn more by visiting allstatesugarbowls.org.
Hello and happy holidays to you. Spreading some holiday cheer to you. I am Nicole Collins, co-host of the Good Morning Show, and on behalf of WBOK 1230 AM, we would like to wish you and yours a very happy holidays.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Feeling that, I got dance. Don't do your thing if you feel it. Check something.
Yeah, I want my brain and my heart says I can do it. My knees are questioning the whole idea.
It's always
My
something.
knees are like, I don't know, maybe not.
else.
We say, yeah. I didn't want to say that on that.
Oh, but it's
true, but still, I don't like the stereotype.
Actually, that was Bogota. Medellin was where the cartel came from, but there was never any problems in Medellin. It was Bogota, where mothers get shot up and killed up in the whole street and whatever. That wasn't Medellin. But that's where that's where it was from. Yeah.
Call Tip and see if I can get them on here.
Say that.
I'm gonna call Tip and see if I can get them on here. That's
That's
what called. Yeah. They call Tip the Queen Bee. And she's bad between Tiffany and what is this girl's name? I cannot think of her name. Bad.
I'll try to get Tom on there too.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's gonna have a thing that's getting close to calling.
Derek, when you wanna, because he's like just waiting.
Hit him up, see when he's ready. Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long. I'm your host, Braylon Brian Banks.
And it's your girl, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
That's Brother Naira bringing it in from the other side with a little Sergio Mendez to start this second hour of the Front Porch, continuing our broadcast from the idyllic campus of Xavier University, from our studios right here at the foot of the overpass on South Norman St. Francis Parkway. www.wbok1230.com is the address, and live as well on Facebook and Instagram. And of course, the lines are open. 504-582-9422 is the WBOK 1230 AM talk line. Holla at you people. Let us know what's happening. I see y'all out there dancing. Y'all like that little Sergio Mendez. We got to talking about samba and salsa and dancing and dead weight.
I mean, I was feeling it, but and in my brain and my heart, I was like, yeah, I could move. But see, my knees.
Well, your butt was listening a little bit too.
Yeah,
I'm telling you like
sure.
that in the chair.
For
The
sure.
chair was like, oh, wait, whoa, what is this?
But I don't know if my knees were in full agreement, so you know,
That was
we
3
gonna
hours
be
before
respectful.
democracy rule.
we
Democracy rule.
gonna listen to the revolt.
See that?
Listen.
That's a dictatorship, man.
Yeah.
These running things.
Let me tell you something. So, Frederick Johnson IV, when he and his wife got married, they had a Coming to America themed wedding, full on with African drummers and African dancers. And when you hear that music, just like Aaron, when you hear the music, it was like, it's almost like it draws you in like second line music. Like you can't ignore it because it is very much so. It is a very instinctive rhythm that your body just will move.
Let's go.
Well, I'm dancing down here, and I got real low in the high heels, and I got real low in my knee. I was trying to get back up, and my knee was like, nah, I don't know. And I was like, no, but we gotta get up. And it was like, I'm not sure. And I was like, well, if I can't get back up, I'm gonna sit. Now I don't know if somebody sensed that as I'm dancing, but just as soon as I had resolved in my head that I was gonna sit and then turn to stand up, somebody caught my arm and stood me up. But I'm telling you, that knee was like, girl, we don't care. Do whatever you're gonna do, you know, it's whatever.
That's all right.
Yeah. But it was my left knee, and at the time, I was having some difficulty on it because I had been teaching the teenagers and I was dancing myself. I was still performing, but my knee was like, yeah, no, you decided to dance in high heels. This is concrete, and you know, this was was your choice. I'm not in agreement. And I was like, okay, fine, it's cool. I'm gonna sit.
Who saved you?
I don't know. It was either Nikki or my cousin Angel. Because I'm telling you, I had resolved to say, I'm just gonna go ahead and sit on. I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna stand up because this knee will not let me stand up.
And just stay in rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just stay in rhythm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Work it out. Work it out. But that knee was like, no, Frank. No. We didn't agree. So I was like, yeah, being on camera, trying to get up and needing this chair to get back up. Yeah, no, not so much.
Well, I would have been your cousin. I could have pulled me off of that cutting Angel, man. I got you.
And I mean, they caught me quick too, because when I say, I was like, yeah, we'll just sit, it's fine. But caught that arm, caught that like right underneath my elbow, and stood me up, and I was like, well, look at there. That was wonderful.
Yes, indeed. It was wonderful.
Because I was going to sit, I promise.
Are you a Taylor Swift fan?
I'm not a Swiftie.
You're not?
I'm not.
I'm not either, but she's just been named. And just please don't. I'm not hating her. I don't really know her music, honestly, because I've never really listened. It's more pop. Y'all know me. I've talked about that. But she just got named Time Person of the Year.
Oh, really?
And I'm wondering why. Is it because of the record-breaking tour, which I read about that? I know, I ain't stupid. I know who Taylor Swift is, and she sold a bunch of tickets to put butts in seats around the globe, and she made a truckload of money.
Did.
But beyond that, has she been doing something else?
Do you know that Harvard is getting ready to teach a course about Taylor Swift?
I'm just trying to.
So, I'm not a Swiftie because her age does not. That's not my age group. I know a few of her songs. She's made a transition from country music into pop because she started off as a country artist. I do know that.
Now, was she one of them winners of something? Did she win something?
Was she?
I don't know why I remember her name, but she might have not been. I could be.
She might have been one of those.
One of those, yeah, because she's 33.
Yeah.
And she's been doing this for minutes, so I'm just trying. I don't know if she was ever a. I
We
thought
one of those shows.
One of those shows, best singer. You know, they all run together.
Yeah, same thing.
Because I never knew what happened to that brother. That brother that won, he wanted to disappear.
Ruben Studdard.
Ruben Studdard,
He
man.
still did. He's gospel. Gospel doesn't seem.
He's gospel now.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Okay. All right.
Does not.
Good move, Cub.
Yeah. So she started off writing country in 2005. I don't see that she was. I mean, she may have been on one of those shows. I feel like she was associated with one of those shows, but I don't know. But yeah, she wrote country music, and then I guess because of her popularity, people paid attention to her. She got a lot of. You know what? She came in under what's the husband and wife group? The Miley Cyrus people. What's the dad that was on the show? Shucks.
I know who you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? There you go.
Yeah.
So she came in around that stuff because that's when Miley Cyrus had the show on Disney. So she came in under that era. So that's your Britney Spears follow up. Britney was kind of fading out, having babies and stuff, and that's the group that was coming behind her. So I think that's where she got a lot of her popularity. From. But I'm not a country music fan. And then she's a young Caucasian girl, so her music is geared to things that I don't even think about, right? So she's at the point of dating right now. I've been married 20 years.
And see, I'm wondering just because no, that's her artist because she's 33.
Yeah.
Because I also heard about it because she was going out with the Kansas City Chiefs guy.
Right, and so now people are highlighting the fact that she's at games instead of paying attention to the football.
Right, but I guess that's why.
So
What-
she
what do
did.
you
She
get?
did have big numbers at the box office.
2.2 billion in
Mhm.
North American ticket sales alone.
But
2.2, and then another 93 million with the concert film.
Right.
With the movie.
But do the
She had a good year.
comparison, because the whole thing has always been a pit against Beyonce. It's always been a competition. So you remember what Taylor
Has
when
she ever been
Kanye?
person of the year? Has Beyonce ever been person of the year?
No.
See, and that's why I'm wondering,
and her
because
ticket
she is a
sales
singer.
funded the economy for the last year. So listen to this. Remember when Kanye popped up on sales? All right, I'm gonna let you finish, but I want just y'all to let y'all know that Beyonce had the highest, the best album, blah blah blah, of that particular year. You don't remember that he hopped
I
up on stage?
remember that. Yeah. I thought
So
that
there's
was-
been a constant comparison, and so as Beyonce did Single Ladies and a whole lot of different other things, Taylor Swift was patterning herself behind the same creativity and beat. Right. So, but I mean, GQ named Kim the man of the year, Kim Kardashian. So I mean, same patterns. GQ is a male magazine, if I'm not mistaken, right? And she's on the cover. She's on the cover.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So,
but see, I was
people
just
love it
wondering.
all.
I'm not hating on. I don't. Making music, sell your records, baby, do your thing. But why does that equate? Because the two things I know about the Eras tour, that she made all the money, she made the concert film, and she dated the dude from the Kansas City Chiefs. How does that equal person of the year? And I'm just asking, is it the concert? Is it the money? What is it that would make you person of the year? I'm just curious. Hey, Sister V, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, family. Yes, Sister V. Love y'all, girl. And Kimber, love y'all.
Love you right back, daughter. Thank you so much.
Ruben Sutter was on Cameron Hall about a month ago.
Oh, really?
It was a rerun, but he made another new record. He has a beautiful wife, and guess what? Another child on the way.
Yes,
Wonderful.
indeed. That's wonderful. That is because I hadn't.
Up to date, y'all. Okay?
Oh, we appreciate you, Sister V. Thank you so much for that.
You're so welcome.
All right, you take care.
Thank you for calling.
Bye-bye.
Love it.
And listen, man, and shouts out to Ruben. I just look at those. I look at America, and I look at when one winner gets one, and one winner goes another direction. It's like my man that won Best Network Food Chef, and he was a black dude, and with the two earrings, he wore two big hoop earrings, and he was, I think, the year before, the year after, Guy Fieri, and I'm gonna have to bang his name because that's how far he fell off after he won. It's just an interesting circumstance. It's the front porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long. Stick and stay, y'all. We got some bills to pay, but we're gonna see you on the other side of the break. How does that shit equal to like a boss?
And we're back. That's right, it's Blood and Grove, and it's Monday Night Football. Monday, Monday Restaurant, 4327 Bienville Street. Great food, great drinks, TVs everywhere.
I don't know. Is she a man? I don't know.
You gotta be there.
On your Wednesday, it's looking like a sunny, chilly, and breezy day. Temperatures this afternoon will be rising into the mid to upper 50s and low 60s. The winds out of the north at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. No rainfall in the forecast for today and tomorrow morning. Temperatures on the north shore right around the freezing mark. You may wake to some frost across the north shore, possibly in parts of the river parishes as well. But Thursday afternoon, some of that cloud comes back in. Your temperatures rising into mid 60s for the most part. Then on the Friday, some mostly cloudy, warm, and a little more humid conditions. Temperatures in the 70s. Rain chances.
I get it unless you were trying to sell issues.
From the WBSU.
I don't get it.
And then dress like a guy?
I
I mean,
don't get it.
Do you know the law?
Or to demand a state.
Listen every Thursday at 9 a.m. for everything you need to know about personal injury and other legal topics important to our viewers. Catch Now Line Law with Daryl Wright Thursdays at 9 a.m.
Wednesdays at noon, join Perry Showes, chairman of the New Orleans Regional Black Chamber of Commerce, and Angel Vanderpool, chief operations officer of What's Brewing New Orleans, a weekly conversation about, with, and for black-owned businesses. Brought to you by LRBCC, the voice of black business throughout the Greater New Orleans region. See the difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
It's out in the feet.
Tyler. Tyler.
Derek said he's good for Monday or Tuesday, so what should you want?
We can run him on the web and do like we do with asking if we free Wednesday. Let's bring him in and make him the musical guest. Wednesday, 10:30. Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM. Station you listen to all day long. I'm your host, Raylan Brian Banks.
And it's your girl, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
That's Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass, y'all. Right here on Bad Chirren Wednesdays. We continue to bring it to you like we do. 504-582-9422 is the number right here. I'll let you people. Good morning, Larry. How you doing? How are you, sir?
Oh man, I'm great.
Wonderful.
I got to you guys a little late, but I went to Rio in a place called Bahia, Salvador in Brazil.
Bahia, yeah, that's north of where everybody goes when they go to Rio. Bahia is the Afro-Cuban.
African.
Yeah, Afro Brazil.
But all of Brazil is basically African flavor.
Yes, sir.
When I went for at the time I went for the Mardi Gras.
Okay.
So it was an experience that I didn't expect. I'm speaking to Graylin.
Yes, sir.
I'm speaking to Kimber too.
Okay.
The Portuguese did a job on our women. They ran through them.
Yes, they did.
So a lot of girls over there look like New Orleans Creole girls.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think they have a more of knowing where they came from, African persuasion than the girls here.
I would agree with that.
The ones that I met. So, girl, walking to the airport, I see girls working behind a candy store selling papers, looking like Jane Kidd and Halle Berry. I say, now, I ain't seen these kind of women before in New Orleans.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes. We got beautiful sisters here.
Oh, man, but the biggest difference is most people don't know that Brazil is mostly black.
Yeah.
Yeah. 200 million people in Brazil and over 100 million are black.
That's right.
They never show it on television. They show these other people. They go to the capital, man. It's escaping my I can't remember what's the name of this people. It's the largest place in Brazil.
Rio?
And a lot of Germans.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people from elsewhere is in this city. So you really don't, I was in Copacabana, so I spent 2 weeks there.
Okay.
So you never get a chance to see us. They wanted, I looked at the favelas where they lived at, the poor people.
Yeah, the poor people is there, the hood.
And a Brazilian guy wanted to take me up there, little brother, that was my tour guide.
Uh-huh.
But I told him, no, bro, I came out the night was 6, so I've seen that before.
Yeah, I seen the hood, but thank you, though.
I did.
Yeah.
Graham, what caught me off guard? So many beautiful women, and the more kind of hue you had in your skin, the color, they kind of liked you, Graham. I wasn't used to that. So I had to adjust. But man, it was an experience, and I'm going to be honest with you. If I had the money, I would never came back to America.
Hey, man, listen, Donald Ramsey just said Brasilia is the capital of Brazil. But he knows too, bro. You've had some of your New Orleanian brothers who have made that decision, who have gone down there, bro, and I'm telling you, stayed for decades, came back, visit, but not coming back, baby. They found a new home.
I'm gonna tell you the experience I had, and I'm gonna let you go. I was in a little grocery store, and I can't speak Portuguese, but I had a book that translated Portuguese into English.
Okay.
So I was trying to buy something, I think some coffee or something. So I'm speaking English. So they had a bunch of Brazilians in line. So I said, no, I'm looking for coffee. The whole line turns around to look at me and say, what is this, brother? We all look alike. I was Brazilian till I opened my mouth.
Until you open your mouth. You was out good, dude. That's right.
It was like funny. Yeah, that was my best experience, man. Brazil was something else.
Yes, it did.
In my, my mind where, I think about it every other day. Me and a friend who went there, we talk about it.
I bet you do. As a lifetime, trip of a lifetime, man.
We see something. So, thank you, guys.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you
for
for
sharing.
calling, Mr. Larry.
Later. Yes, indeed. That story was for you, too.
It was. It was. So, again, having danced with Casa Samba, having actually at the Jazz City Tap Fest, which we've done at Kelly School of Dance, we had a group of about 45 dancers from Brazil. I'm going to find some of those videos where they came and they took like a series of dance classes with us over the Tap Festival. And when we had an intermission or like a break between classes, like everybody was trying to get your mind reset or whatever. Yeah. They put on some Brazilian music, and we did this samba. It was like a line dance, right? Mm-hmm. And it wasn't difficult to catch on to, but it was like all 50 of them went to the dance floor and they were ready. And I was like, well, wait, though, let me watch that. Okay, all right, okay. And this way, that makes it. All right. Now it's time to go. And you jump on the floor and dance with them. But the energy it was just like hearing the rhythms of second line music or hearing bounce music. You can't just sit still and just
something gonna move.
Yeah, something is going to move. And so Portuguese food is it's so absolutely good. And again, here in America we speak about watching your calories and all those people are healthy, because but they don't eat junk food. They move, but they eat real food. They eat real food instead of the junk and the processed stuff that we eat
That's
here.
What we eat.
Yeah, we eat the junk. And so the other piece about that that Mr. Larry was talking about with what is sold. If you look at Miami or anything that has to do with Miami, they always show you these fair-skinned people. If you're talking about Cuba, they always show you these fair-skinned people. When you talk about New Orleans, put them on a commercial. They always show you these fair-skinned people. When if you are in the city, you see all these different shades of brown, and I mean dark brown, beautiful ivory people, because that's who is the populace of the place. But they always whitewash or lightwash people, and
because that's who they're trying to invite.
Yeah, but that ain't what's here. And once they find, like you said, once they find out what's here.
And that's gonna make them come back, not your ads.
Correct.
Not your ad, because all the ads, man. All the time you see all the ads for the islands, all the ads for folks trying to get you to come to the resorts, the brown skinned people. Right? You see the brown skinned people in positions of service, either checking somebody in, serving them a cocktail, anything along those lines. And it's not accidental. They want to show folks who live in the good life. That's who they're trying to appeal to. Even the people who are down there in those places hire companies to say, yeah, we want to do this advertising, and then when they come back and everybody in the ad is of a certain complexion, the people say, great, because that's what they want. That's what they want. It's, I don't know when the last time you have seen a commercial, even for somewhere that is mostly black, that show mostly black people. Mm-hmm. I've seen tour ads for South Africa, and it'd be mostly white people.
And like, why?
But because that's who they're trying to appeal to. It's not, I don't think it's sinister. I think it's more in line with the concept, practice, and philosophy of white supremacy and how it permeates everything. That's what they want. Even in places where there are mostly brown-skinned people, there is still a sort of caste system because of the influence of white supremacy. The lighter you are, the quote-unquote more attractive.
They don't even like it. That's why they keep tanning themselves and filling their faces and their lips and butts and everything else in order to look like us.
But ones that can't afford to get that done, that's what they want down there too. That's what they want down there too. I mean, there's been pushback from lack of inclusion. There was an ad, something about New Orleans, man, at one time several years back, and they were trying to do an ad about New Orleans, and there are no black people, and black people was like, wait a minute.
What's the ratio of black people to white people? What is y'all doing?
And that's what, you hire a company to do that. And then, again, if you don't have any representation in the room, right, what has gone on prior to that will continue to go on, because until that time, nobody sees it as wrong.
Right.
Nobody sees that there's anything wrong with it. Right? Oh, no, it's all white people. Ain't that the way the world is?
It ain't.
It's
and
not,
y'all want
right?
Our rhythm, but you don't want our blues. But you don't have no problem inflicting and making sure that we feel it or not. You get your life together.
Yeah.
Make better choices.
And that's what we got to do, man. It is, you see what that is. But I say, let's make our own, man. Because I know we can make commercials that could bring people and show beautiful black people. I know that's the thing that made me want to go to Brazil. Hire my company. I'll make y'all a commercial. I promise it'll be good. I promise. But no, man, you can still sell. Again, you're fighting against that mindset. You can make the point that our people come in all shades, sizes, and colors, and put them in and not have to suffer a negative effect. It's just your thinking that it's going to be a negative that precludes you from even doing it in the first place. Because you think it's going to be a negative. If we put all these black people on there, we're going to offend some people.
Are you?
Why you don't think that you would offend people in the opposite? Or does your sense of offense only work in one direction?
Oh, Father.
We'll talk about that. It's the Front Porch, y'all. Bad Chirren Wednesday, right here, WBOK, 12:30 a.m., the station you listen to all day long. Stick and stay, y'all. We're going to see you on the other side of the break. Find us online. Did you know that you can now listen to your favorite show whenever you want? How? Just go to www.wbok1230.com. Click on the Talk tab and select your favorite show. There you'll see your favorite host and the show from each day. And be sure to follow us on Facebook at WBOK1230 AM, Instagram at WBOK.1230, and TikTok at WBOK1230 AM.
This month, keep it locked in on WBOK 12:30 AM to find out how you can participate in the LCMC Keeping You Well Cafe every other Wednesday. The Keeping You Well Cafe will close out the final hour of the reality check with Gerard Stevens, me. It's designed with you in mind. We want you to stop in or call in with your questions. So be sure to join WBOK and LCMC Help every other Wednesday around the metro area at 1 p.m. Follow LCMC Help and Keeping You Well Cafe Days.
They're fine. You better follow them out.
I'm glad somebody was there to help.
Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s life to the Mosquito Cultural Center. The show takes place in the Lorraine Motel Room the night after he delivered his famous I've Been to the Mountaintop speech, as he reflects on his dreams and his legacy. Experience this intensely moving drama from January 25th through February 4th. Tickets at www.jpas.org.
This is wellness advocate and host of Change Your Water, Change Your Mind, Pastor David Partan. Every week, I'm educating you on how to be healthier by making simple changes to your diet. So join me every Saturday at 1 p.m. and let's get better together. Only on WBOK 1230. What New Orleans is talking about.
Are you the parent of a recruited athlete? If so, you need to take an unofficial visit hosted by Hall of Fame sports anchor Will Brown and attorney Carl Bernard. Unofficial visit will argue with the information you need to help your son or daughter make the right choice. Get more facts about NIL agreements, scholarship agreements, and more from athletes, coaches, athletic directors, agents, and parents just like you. Take an unofficial visit every Saturday at high noon on WBOK 1230 AM.
This is Norman Robinson off the top. Happy holidays. Be safe and keep it festive.
You're on the front porch for WBOK 1230 AM.
Brian Jordan Jr., the guy that you did the reading for at Essence. He has a one-man show that's coming out in Atlanta this weekend.
Oh, all right.
He's dancing too. He's doing tap shoes and hip hop. It's okay, Brian.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, he was supposed to do an interview with him, man. His manager called and apologized. So he didn't do it together with him. It's all right, dude. See you next lifetime. Welcome back, y'all. It's the front porch, WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long. I'm your host, Raylan Brian Banks.
And it's your girl, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass. Bring you, that's that new room and study. Yeah, man. See that, brother? That's how things happen on the front porch. Don't talk about one thing. That thing leads to a third thing. That thing leads to the exponential divide of whatever else we was talking about. And next thing you know, we listening to the new room and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
That's how that goes.
That's how that goes, man. Shout out to the brother. I'm so glad to hear that he is doing well. You know, because that was the point I was making, man. It's just sometimes you see a difference in the outcome of a similar contest. You see some that win it and blow way up, and others that win it and kind of not. Mm-hmm. You know, what was that brother's name? My mom, grandma's house, something like that.
Grandma's hands?
No. He had a show with him, you know, because of course when he won, you get your own show. Uh-huh. And his show was like this home cooking show. I'm gonna call his name. 504-582-9422. What's happening, brother Corey? Oh, did we lose your calls? I'm sorry. Call us back, man. 504-582-9422. I don't know if you watch the Food Network, but I used to watch the Food Network a lot when they used to do the content. But I kind of stopped watching it when this Aaron, I'm about to call his name, Aaron somebody from, he won the next Food Network star, just like Guy Fieri. Now, all y'all know Guy Fieri, diners, drives-ins, blah, blah, blah. And he won. And just, you know, restaurants.
The brother?
No, Guy Fieri. But the brother won the same thing.
Okay.
The brother won the same thing. And for some reason,
his didn't take off.
Oh, it was not. And I really can't say, but I think his name was.
Because the Aaron that's coming up right now is Aaron Sanchez.
No, that's Aaron. You can see, once he got filmed. Aaron Sanchez.
Oh, I was about to say something. I ain't gonna say
that's what he said. I saw the man on the TV. That's what he said.
He had the name.
I said Aaron. Because when you first went, because I'm telling you, I've been a Food Network. I'd rather watch stuff like that than, you know, the rest of the stuff. But
do you ever cook the stuff that comes on?
I have tried a couple of things, but I do it because I got a good sense of flavor and a good sense of portion and different things like that. So I can look at something that you're cooking and determine if I'd like it. Sometimes it's good to watch and it looks like a good dish, but I know what you put in it. I'm not a big saffron fan. I'm not a big fan of different things. So if you make it and it's a beautiful dish and I love it, but I don't think I'd like it because I know
that you don't like certain flavors
things.
Or certain textures.
Other things.
Are you a texture person?
Oh, huge.
Oh, here we go.
Aaron McCarty. That's him, Josh. That's him. Aaron McCarty. Maybe McCarty or something like that. But that was his name. Aaron McCarty.
McCarty Jr.
That's him. That's him. With the hoop earring. See, he got the hoop earring. He won the next Food Network star, and I think the brother's still relevant.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying he's not dead. He getting his hustle on, but he was never no Guy Fieri like that. And just like Ruben Studdard wasn't somebody won and was just like boom, Mega Millions and all this kind of stuff. And he had a decent career, still getting his hustle on.
Yeah,
he's still a winner. It's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just showing you the difference sometimes in the way that the ends come up.
Right. So wait, so here's a fact that I found out that I did not realize. Do you know that Patti LaBelle's never won a Grammy?
I'm not surprised.
What?
I'm not surprised.
I am.
Why? Because he get all the awards it's more than just the song. It's more than just the song. Unless you are, especially when you are in Patti's category, pop, R&B, now cats that play jazz is more simple. It's because you go on this more the strength of the music. I think the more bigger popular categories, it's more politics. And anybody know my Auntie Patty ain't playing with them people. She don't have to. No, y'all don't know who she is. She Patti LaBelle. She Patti LaBelle. You understand? She ain't got the bottom. Y'all is showing your own ignorance, having not ever honored the Patti LaBelle.
So now wait a minute.
Period.
Hold up. Cam said that, oh my God. Cam said, check out Gregory Porter cooking on YouTube, the Porterhouse. Let me tell you, my love goes deep for Gregory Porter. Let me tell you something. Now, the man cooks. He's a big man too. Like he used to play football, but he's a singer. You've heard his music before, huh?
Gregory Porter.
Oh my God, he's cooking on YouTube. Thank you, Cam. I'm gonna go and watch that all day today. I appreciate it.
There you go. That your whole day has been mapped out, and we appreciate you.
Good
but
Lord.
Yeah, I'm gonna text you guys.
So like, what are your textures? So like, Kamara doesn't eat whipped cream. He won't eat cheesecake. So, which is weird to me, because he eats Jell-O, but he won't eat pudding. So, which is odd. It's like, I don't like Jell-O, but I like pudding. Mm-hmm. So, what things won't you eat? He won't eat avocado.
He doesn't like mushy texture. I can only think avocado with mushy, because Jell-O is not mushy. Jell-O's not mushy.
It's squishy.
it's not mushy. It's see, you got to understand when you're talking textures. You think avocado, think whipped cream, and pudding are mushy. Jello is squishy. You could bite into Jello, right? You can't really bite into pudding because it's just going. That's what it's going to do. You know, there's nothing there to bite into. So I get it, but I eat all those things. I eat avocado, I eat pudding, I eat Jello, I eat all those things. For me, it's like bubble tea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it the milky thing?
No. It's I love milk. I love flan. I love puddings. I love different things like that that come with milk. But it's the, I guess, juxtaposition of two different things. Because when I tried that bubble tea and it had those little things in it, and when you suck it, I'm like getting the liquid. The tea is good, but then these little things come through the straw and assault your tongue, and then they're in your mouth, and then you got to swallow without swallowing them. Because they got to be
so it's the mouth gymnastics.
And the fact that it's different, it chews whatever. I think what are the? I've only had it once. Okay. The bubble tea.
I don't like milk that is like a water texture.
Like skim milk.
Yeah.
So water
no
fat
milk. Water milk is not gonna.
You like whole fat milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's got the texture.
Yeah, or even 2%, but like the whole the water. I don't want the water milk. That's gross.
That's
and that's what bubble tea tastes like to me.
Yeah, I can dig it. It's not. Because most things I'll give a shot to. There used to be a place that made a alligator cheesecake that I thought was texture-wise not for me. Because the flavor was decent, but it was almost like Kamara cheesecake.
Okay.
Because it wasn't cheesecakey, and it wasn't whatever you were trying to make. It was somewhere in the middle. I was like, parts of it was chewy, but another part was like fluffy. Like no. Thank you. No one is. Can I have some water, please? Pretty please. But no, that's, it's some textural things. And it's not a lot, but those two would be, I guess, right up at the top, because that juxtaposition of the little bubbles in the bubble tea, tapioca. That's what I was trying to think about. Tapioca. That's what it was in. So no. Other than that, though, I'm pretty much open. I got a pretty adventurous palate. When it comes to food, and I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it a
shot. That's fair.
Yeah, I am that guy, man. If we can go somewhere wherever, try some different type of cuisine, and if I don't like it, I'm never come back. That's all right. It's no big thing.
You did eat the bug cookies.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it because it tasted what? Like a cookie.
Yes.
Yeah, just like a cookie with a bun. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 a.m. The station you listen to all day long. Stick and stay. Y'all don't know where we gonna see you on the other side of the break. Or say you're gonna be here on December 17th.
I know. Gregory Porter and I can see his face. Kamar buys me tickets to see him every time he's here. Milk Dud Head. What is this man's name? Shucks. I am completely thinking Gregory Porter and cannot think of his name. What is this man's name? Will Downey.
Or Will Downey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you do. So,
$18, $13. Good.
Yeah. The sauce, the spice.
That video yesterday is over 8,000 views. 8,000 reactions of the girl on the ride.
Oh.
I'm like, y'all really like this one. It's hilarious. Kevin McCarthy is leaving country.
Big Daddy's house. That was the name. I told you it was something. I know it was Big Daddy's house. That's what he called it. Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long. I'm your host, Braylon Brian Banks.
And it's your girl, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
And that's Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass. Y'all right here on this bad Chirren Wednesday, bringing it to you. And I'd like to take this moment right now to send our condolences out to the family of the late, great J. Monkey D. Blues man from right here in New Orleans, where a very, very well-known musician called his kids his little pats of butter. He drove a buggy in a quarter as a tour guide and was a blues singing man known for the gold fronts and that laugh. And Monkey D's a good dude, man. Rest in power, J. Monkey D.
Rest in power.
You're going to be missed, cuz. Trust
Absolutely.
me. And also, we lost one of the greats, man. Norman Lear. 101 years old.
Why do they say dead at? I really hate that phrasing. No, not you. But why, like, Sanford's son and Good Times producer Norman Lear dead at 101? Why does that need to be the phrasing? I think we have to communicate. I mean, he is, but still, that is such a bother when that is offered that way. Yes, it is a fact. Do you need to say it that way? No.
Tell me how you rephrase it. How would you say it?
Sanford's son and Good Times producer Norman Lear has transitioned at the age of 101. But dead at? Come on, now, I hate that. I hate that.
Now, editor, teacher.
Yes.
Teacher. Let
yes.
me take out your editor hat. All right. Now.
I understand. The message is still the same,
No,
but make it sound better.
No.
Has passed on.
TRANSITIO.
Has passed on.
PASSEDO space ON.
I don't care.
You gotta care.
But dead at, come on. We gotta say this better. We gotta say this
space
better.
It's awful. It's editing.
I hate it.
You can't put that on there, man. Now, you can do that in an obituary where it's, but if you're doing that for a blurb, for a magazine or for a television, especially USA Today, you know that people transition.
Say it better. I hate it. I hate it.
Died?
No. We get it. See, I'm not alone. Norman Lear has passed at 101. See? That's a better way to say that.
Has passed. That if you pass what? You gotta say what it is, y'all. And y'all smart. Y'all got good sense. I'm not taking nothing from you. You're very intelligent people, very bright. But you gotta be bright enough to know you're writing for people who are not bright as you.
Has left the world at 101.
too esoteric. You're over people's heads.
I hate that. I hate the headline.
Has to be written for.
When I read the headline for Whitney Houston, it broke my heart. I was just like, oh, Whitney Houston dead. What? Why? It's okay. Listen, Norman Lear is unalive. 101. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Y'all, I'm telling you, journalist kids, I'm trying to help y'all out. You're gonna get this.
Hate it.
Your editor's gonna say, just say dead.
No.
You're fine.
Okay.
Good morning, Pamela. How you doing? Good, darling. Yes, indeed. What's going on with you today? This lovely bad Chirren Wednesday.
Oh, I've been doing being outside working and listening to y'all. But Kimber, I have to call you, baby. I totally agree. Like try being up a wall. Woo.
That's just too much. I already have to make peace with you that you're unalive.
Sure.
But dead at, come on now.
I know it seems like it's something hard to bear. I can't put my finger on it. But it's like it's just
it's to reach the most people to let them know. That's the only thing I'm telling you. I know that you guys are brilliant. I know that. But you gotta be smart enough to know that the rest of the world ain't. And if you're writing to send them some information, you got to be as plain as possible. Deceased, transition, unalive, no longer here, walked off this mortal coil, none of them dead. That's what your editor is going to say. Say dead.
I hate it.
I say no.
Not breathing well, that can mean so many different things. That's leading.
What you say, Pam?
Yeah, I can't do it. And when it's already in my will and everything. Because when you put me in the newspaper, just saying, give them not by lie. Don't say understand. I mean, just dead at. Come on, man.
Well, you see, your obituary is also relegated to the number of words. So if you got cheap people, you better watch them. They're going to save that money back. They got to pay by the word, darling. So, you might want to check and make sure whoever you got in charge knows exactly what you want.
Oh, yeah. You got it down pat. I said, don't add nothing, don't subtract nothing.
It's already written, printed like it is.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
Indeed.
Well,
all right, Pam. Take care, darling. Bye-bye. Yeah, but that's not. There's so many unalive, not breathing. No, kids. That's it. Because what that does is get your attention. Because that makes you read the rest. That's why it is. That's why you use those phrases. Wait, died? Who died? That's what you do. And then after we get that reaction for you to say who died, now you can have your reaction and say, man, they shouldn't have said died. I just needed you to read it. So that's why we put died, dead, so you know, wait, who dead? Who died? Everybody know what that means. Transition. Say, man, what did that do? That one Bruce Jenner operation? What kind of
sir?
You can't know. You see now you got to explain to if you had just said dead, would be no confusion.
I hate it.
Y'all say normal live. Peace out at 101.
I hate the language. I hate the language.
Yeah, none of those.
Because this is the other thing,
but
right?
You got to remember, these people are celebrities. These people are well known, and they need the message out instantly. And that's what they do.
Because then the other thing, I saw a headline that was so redundant. It was like, oh my God. It was like, man killed dead. News at 10. It was like, killed dead.
How many
you killed? How many times you gotta die?
We talk like that.
And he's dead.
Yeah. See,
Okay.
what happened to that boy? You killed him dead, boy.
What?
Yeah. Killed him dead.
Awful.
Oh, that's how we talk. I've never seen it in printing.
Norman
but I know
Lear
we talk like that.
loses battle with.
Losing battle with what? Life? Nothing
That's
killed
what
him.
I'm
He
saying,
just
like,
died. What are you talking about?
What I'm
He
saying,
wasn't
instead of
fighting
just
nothing.
saying
The man went to
I mean, he
sleep
was
and he
101.
didn't wake up. He was 101. So what did he lose his battle with?
I don't know.
Life.
I just don't like that. It makes me sad.
Don't be sad. It's just, when you are there, let me tell you something. Most of us would have to get to another several strata in public likability to make the paper with a headline pronouncing our demise. All right? There you go. You like demise?
Yes.
Demise. Yeah, demise. Norman Lear demise.
Meets his demise.
What he did?
At 101.
He met his niece. His demise. Who he met? I thought he knew who his people were. I bet I'm that black lady house. That's like his daughter. Demise. He just did. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long. We're going to see y'all on the other side of the break.
From the campus of Xavier University. WBOK 1230 AM.
Is that saying that week's not available Wednesday? It's brought to you.
Yeah, bring him in Tuesday.
Okay. 10:30.
Everyone on Blackboard here's the latest from the Black Information Network. The Israel Hamas war is now in its 61st day. Israel says its forces are operating in the heart of southern Gaza's main city, and it's believed
Meets his demise. Meets who? His demise.
Demise is. Man, I knew it was in my tag. You're going to confuse people. Just tell them what happened and let them go by their business.
Dollar General is being sued over a racially motivated shooting that left 3 shoppers dead in Jacksonville, Florida. Civil rights attorney, African-American Ben Crump, filed a suit on behalf of the families of 3 black victims of the August shooting. The suit claims Dollar General was negligent in providing security. And that's what we stop Blackboard from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Big Crump, be ready. Oh, something racially motivated. I already seen that something there. Yeah, Big Crump. As they be giant on the spot. Oh, racially motivated. Say that something there.
Over $4 million to teachers and giving
Certainly
away
gonna
over
get that.
$800,000 in scholarships, all while drawing nearly 1 million fans into the region. This New Year's Day, the All-State Sugar Bowl will double as a college football playoff semifinal at the Caesar Superdome. Learn more by visiting allstatesugarbowls.com.
Hi, this is Cleveland Spears III, partner at Equity Media and WBOK 1230. Wishing you and yours a happy holidays and...
Hi, this is Cleveland Spears IV. Welcome to the world. Happy holidays.
You're on the front porch with WBOK.
Why did he say that?
I don't know.
Welcome to the world. Wasn't already here.
Stop wanting stuff to make sense. Stop wanting stuff to make sense. Just cut it out.
Thy name, thy sing my eyes, and brush my mane. She would, she could, so she pulled my lion's tail and caused me pain. She said, "Lions are made for cages, just to look at and be like, you dare not let them walk around, 'cause they might, just might." She knows what she does. She dances round my cage and says her name. Be good, be good. Be good is a name. I trim my lion's claws and I cut my mane when she dances around my cage.
Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long. I'm your host, Braylon Bryant Banks.
And it's me, Be Good. It's Kimberly Good Free. Hey, y'all.
It's Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass causing this. The this that I'm referring to, I have no idea what it is, but I do know it is happening as we speak. Speaking of it happening, look at Roe Brown. Yes, indeed. Thank y'all for joining us as we begin this third hour of today's episode of the Front Porch, continuing from the historic campus of Xavier University from our studios right here at the foot of the overpass on South Norman C. Francis Parkway. www.wbok1230.com is the address wherever you would find yourself traipsing the globe. And of course, you can join us on the World Wide Web, live on Facebook, live on Instagram. It'll be a pleasure to have you here. And of course, IE number one, top-ranking way to hear from you guys is the WBOK 1230 AM Talk Line, 504-582-9422. You know, it's a shame. I was giving my phone number to somebody the other day and gave him that number. I did. I gave him that number. I said, Greg, what's your number? I said, 504-582-9422. I said, hold on, man. That ain't mine. And I started cussing myself. I did. But just automatically. Same for you?
Really?
I see this number, and I never say my phone number.
Right. You don't call yourself.
You don't call. You never say your phone number. You never say it.
yourself.
And somebody, and I'm telling you, I wrote it off like I was so proud, like one of them kids that learned their multiplication table. Yeah, I was just proud as I could be. I know my phone number. I just gave it to her.
Hey, wait. Not hello.
You all affect us, and I want you to know that. We make it look easy, but this is a very dangerous job. It can affect your psyche and your ability to have people contact you, because you'll give them a number. But at least if they call this number now,
They'll
Grail,
find
I
you,
know.
yeah.
Yeah,
Availability to get you.
yeah, Grail and that. They call it. Hold up, man. Hold up.
Man.
I'm telling you, man. That happened the other night.
Oh, yeah, it was 504-582. And you hear yourself saying that.
At the second two, 504-932-942. Wait a minute.
That is not my number.
I didn't get to the last two. I got the 2-2. I got the 2 2s, and I didn't get to the third 2. But I caught myself. I said, boy, you done lost your very colorful language mind.
That's not my number.
That is not my number. That is not my number, but we use it so much.
You can find me here.
You can find me here, and I guarantee in one day I've said that number more times than I've said my own number in 10 years.
Yeah.
In 10 years. There's no doubt about
But
it.
you don't call yourself, so I can see you doing that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
And if I did that before and didn't realize it, sorry.
I mean, you can still reach me here.
You can still reach me, leave a number, but we got good people here, because if you're perceived as a crank, I'll never get the message.
Hello. Hello.
We got a good early warning system.
We sure do. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate that. Just a heads up, if you know some young people who are looking for some employment, there are 2 job fairs going on today. There's one taking place over at the Ruby Slipper, and there's also one taking place at the LGS Auditorium.
Job fair.
Job fair. Please, if you know people who are looking for work, it's holiday time, so they need people to fill positions, because everybody's shopping, everybody's going places to eat, everybody's going into different places. So, and even if you're looking for some place to pick up some extra cash,
to get a few extra dollars.
don't slide through there.
That's right. That's
Yes,
right.
yes.
2 job fairs today because 'tis the season, man. 'Tis
Yes.
the season, and even though it is Christmas season, I just want you guys to be more aware because Christmas 'tis the season for people stealing.
Oh well.
And be conscious if you have a package is delivered. Make sure you use the safe because you could drop them at I think the Winn-Dixie or the Rouses or the whoever, and then you could go over there and pick them up because
or send them to a house where somebody's going to be there.
Send them to a house where somebody's going to be. If you got a gate or something, you can lock your gate. It's behind the lock gate, anything like that. Do that, but just be aware. And when you're out and about, you're out at the mall and doing different things like that. Take them headphones off.
Yeah.
All right. Take them headphones off and kind of be aware of your surroundings, especially ladies if y'all going out there shopping and you're by yourself or you got a kid with you and you're distracted. Try not to be because 'tis the season.
Yeah.
'Tis the season, and it will happen because somebody will ruin your Christmas to try to make theirs better.
Right.
So that's all I'm telling you.
For sure. But yeah, stop on by those places to they're doing on the spot interviews.
See, on the spot hiring. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah. I mean, so I don't like you know as you go to places, lunch, dinner, the staffing places it's really tough. It's really, really tough. Like skeleton crews happening in and around the city and around the country.
Around the country. We were having that discussion last night. I was over there by Paul. We talked because he's trying to find people, man. And consistent is the key. You can find people.
And today our word is consistency. I said it this morning on the wake up show. Let me say it again. Consistency.
See that? And I said it. And if this was Pee Wee's Playhouse, y'all would have all yelled. Yay! See, and not just laugh like you two on the other side of the day. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, what is that?
Y'all remember that? Y'all, come on, surely. Yeah. Word of the day.
The word of the day, yeah.
That's right.
Really?
That's a beautiful thing, man. Yep, you fit in well. I don't do it. That frightens me for you, young man. Look behind you, you see your future.
No. Oh, no.
Who wouldn't want a future as Ro Brown?
I mean, Hall of Fame.
Hall of Famer, Ro Brown. You understand?
Yes.
That's what, and if your future could be anything like that,
yes.
Turn around and go the other way. Yeah. To which Ro is vociferously agreeing. There are worse things, my friend. Trust me, there are worse things. I can't think of it right now, but you give me a little while and I will get back to you on that.
Oh my
but so of the Jeffersons and All in the Family and Maude and what was your favorite?
Good Time.
Good Time. Good Time?
Yeah.
JJ?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
You know, though, like as an adult, watching Good Times is really cringy.
Why?
Because of the overacting. While it was something that you familiarize yourself with TV. Like my real life was not like that. With the clownery, it was funny. It was comedic, but it was like, no, y'all was doing too much. But we were so happy to see black people on TV that nobody paid attention to that. Because in my real life, even in my in all the family dynamics, nobody does that.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
We had a couple of times.
Yeah.
They didn't have alliterative initials.
Yeah.
But we had a couple of times.
We did, but that wasn't like all the time, you know.
Yeah, actually it was.
Really?
just irreverent all the time and not serious about some things, but the outlook on life was a joke.
Okay.
The outlook on life was just, man, ain't nobody getting out this thing alive.
At all.
So
Yeah,
you might as well smile and have yourself fun.
Have yourself a good time.
I'm them people. I'm them. Yeah, it's serious, but it ain't that serious.
You know when you said that piece about, nobody gets out alive. Really don't.
Nobody.
Nobody really gets out alive. And
Enoch. Now that's a movie I like.
Enjoy your time here. Make as much monkey shines and happy without causing injury and purpose injury to people as you can, because I was talking to one of my students. Well, she's a former student who is now a colleague in dance, and I remember she was one of the kids I had put out my class when she was a teenager because she mouthy, and I mean typical. It wasn't a I don't like you, but it was like, no, you just tested my patience and you gotta get out of my room. Right. But now she is a teacher, and the same things that I used to say, she says, and it's like, and I can't believe I was like, yeah.
You ever find yourself repeating to your children some of those same phrases that your parents told you?
Not as many, oddly enough, because I remember what that felt like when I was in those situations. Now, this is the one thing that, when, like, I'll hear my mama or my daddy come out my mouth. Like, after I've gone through the negotiating, because we didn't get as much of that. After I've gone through the negotiating and I explained this to you, at this point, I don't care to continue this conversation. Mm-hmm. So then it's like, I already said what I was going to say. Oh, I already said what I said on this, and go do what I said for you to do. We're done with the discussion. Now, they get more discussion than I got, because I do think it's necessary to hear what it is they have to say. But in some cases, it's like, yeah, I don't have time to discuss this with you. I said this has to be done. You go do that. So yeah, but not as much. My daddy was like, nope, do it like that. But daddy, So I'm aware of that now. As an adult, wonderful conversations with my dad, and would correct me. I'd be like, wait, what you used to say? Yeah. What?
Do as I do.
Yeah.
Do as I say.
That never
not as I do.
That never works.
It and never will. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM station you listen to all day long. Stick and stay. Y'all don't go nowhere. We're going to see y'all on the other side.
Could be stressful. All the information about your journey to help you get there safely and on time. WBOK welcomes WDSU's Deja Brown to the Good Morning Show. Early morning track.
I'm Deja Brown from WDSU this morning. There's nothing worse than getting stuck in traffic on your way to work. I'm going to help you start your day on time with traffic updates every weekday morning right here on WBOK 1230.
Well, your Wednesday is looking like a sunny, chilly, and breezy day. Temperatures this afternoon will be rising into the mid to upper 50s and low 60s. The winds out of the north at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. No rainfall in the forecast for today and tomorrow morning. Temperatures on the North Shore right around the freezing mark. You may wake to some frost across the North Shore, possibly in parts of the river parishes as well. But Thursday afternoon, some of that cloud cover rolls back in. Your temperatures rising into the mid-60s for the most part. Then on Friday, some mostly cloudy, warm, and a little more humid conditions. Temperatures in the 70s, rain chances are around 10 to 30%. From the WDSU Weather Center, this is WDSU meteorologist, Venus.
Seniors or anyone living on disability for 24 months or more, call Benefit Solutions. Need someone you can trust navigating your benefits? Get gas cards, help with your groceries and utilities. Call Benefit Solutions. 504-285-0846. No cost to the client. Agents waiting now. Call 504-285-0846. Tis the season for holiday savings at Circle Food. 3-pound bag of apples and 5-pound bag of russet potatoes, both 2 for $5. 6-ounce bag of bacon nuts, $3.49. Cranberry sauce, 2 for $3. Simply Juice, $2.99. 6 mega roll Charmin bath tissue, $4.99. Butterball turkey, $1.95 a pound. T-bone steaks, $6.99 a pound. Extra laundry liquid, $2.49 for 56 ounces. Get these deals and more through December 12th. Order now online at circlefoodmarketloader.com.
and ask us about our wholesale options for larger homes.
New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation is the nonprofit organization that funds New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, presented by Shell. With the funds generated from Jazz Fest, the foundation invests in Louisiana companies for economic development, cultural enrichment, and free education.
Oh, Dr. Briggs said he can call him.
Okay.
Everybody how to cook.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah,
good.
All right.
It's in the community. WBOK 12:30 a.m. You're on the front porch with WBOK 12:30 a.m.
Not the Jeffersons. Moving on up.
Do the Jeffersons too. Oh, we could do more.
Ah, that's the one.
Do more. Let's do more. Pull up our opinion from ball. Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 12:30 a.m., the station you listen to all day long. I'm your host, Real Brian Banks.
And it's your girl, Kimberly White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
And that's Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass. Yo, boy named Michael Tyler, what they call him, Mystical. Yeah. Straight up. Oh, he bad boy, man. I hope is he out?
Getting ready to address that.
I know he was out and he went back in, but I'm trying to think, is he back out?
I think he's still in. Let me double check though. Michael Tyler, I met at Sam Goody Records in Mall Plaza.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. I know when Michael Tyler came in doing BRE and he was blowing up, they was on him like 90 going west, man. Yeah. He told me that, I said, boy, you making Uptown proud, boy, you about to blow up. And sure enough, man, sure enough, it happened. Bit of a tragedy with his sister Michelle, rest in peace to her. And that whole thing, because he lost his sister right as his career was blowing up. Right as a matter of fact, he found it out she had on one of his t-shirts. And that was a hard road to sow. Shouts out to you, Mike. Keep your head up.
So as of now, he's still in. As of March 20th, he has a new attorney who's representing him, and come on, let's be finished with this already. Yeah. And so this is the thing, right? When I was talking about it, it's like, oh, you don't know if you did it or not. Once people find out that you have a tendency to things, then you stay out of those spaces. Not saying that you did it or you didn't do it. You just don't want to be in a spaces where people are going to associate you with those things. And with the talent that he has, the money that he's had to spend, the time that he's taken away from his career to defend himself, it's just easier to stay out of those spaces.
I like to think so. But the years ain't good when you're still trying to grab the mic and get in front. Your years should be being spent as a producer, somebody behind the table. But if you ain't got no paper,
right,
you got to get it,
right.
And you know. But shouts out to the brother, man.
Yes.
Keep your head up in there, do your thing, man. Stay strong, and hopefully you still have the ability to move people when you get out of there, man. When you finish doing your
and move the crowds, because he does that so effortlessly. Like the charisma, the flow, all of those things. And I still love Michael Tyler.
Yeah,
I still do. I hope that in the future that he is surrounding himself with people and keeping people around him that will keep him out of spaces that will have him even be named.
And that's when I, because I know what I said was again.
Yeah.
That's literally what I said. Because come on, bro, not this again. The same thing, type of thing.
Right.
Again, I'd be like, dude, where you live? Ursula. I'm a monk. I don't do nothing except eat out. I go to the studio, I go home.
Right.
People just, it's a cold world out here, man.
Because oftentimes, even if you did something once, when people see that you are a target or somebody who can be targeted, they will continue to, you know what I'm saying? They'll place themselves around you and they'll continue to do it, right? So again, just.
Maybe you gotta be careful. You can't trust.
Protect yourself.
All the time.
Yeah, protect yourself.
KFC Grilling, I knew you were going to ask if you was out. I didn't know, Cam. I got to know, man. Man, boy, from uptown, man. I'm telling you, I saw him back in the cut, right when he was blowing up. When he came out and all the producers, all Jamie Starr and boys that had Boys to Men, he was a big time producer, man. His mystical name was rolling out there. Sidney Miller. His mystical name was rolling all over, man. And because he was just that he was his flow was like Rakim. From Mary B and Rakim, not the same, but it was that recognizable.
The flow
when you heard Rakim, you said, oh, Tupac, you know that's Rakim. You heard Mystical, just like that. You knew exactly what it was because there wasn't nobody else doing it like that.
And there's another rapper who raps pretty quickly, and their phrasing is pretty specific to who they are. Like you know who those people are, and you listen to a record and just hear him freestyle.
Yeah.
Like and the words made sense.
All the time.
Right. It wasn't just word vomit.
And that's what I love because they say that paid in full. See, Rakim was literally laying on the sofa in the studio.
Rapping?
Holding the mic. So he was literally laying on the sofa thinking of the master plan. On the sofa. Now, you got to know how dope that is, man, because that's how they were feeling. He in the studio on the sofa and the music playing. Everybody, all right, here we go.
Twister. That's who it is. Twister.
Okay.
Yeah, Twister has a flow that's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, protect your talent, protect your brand. And
protect yourself.
Yeah,
man.
protect yourself. Because people,
because that whole idea
you're being called a predator, and the second, third go round by predators.
Yeah.
Because they know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Whatever you need when you get out, don't go back around them same people.
Ooh,
don't go back around them same people, man.
Stay from around there.
Please stay from around there. And I don't know, because I tell you, it's a cold world, man. You'd be surprised. People will take advantage if they get the opportunity. And sometimes they'll manufacture an opportunity to take advantage of.
But that part, because people are everybody looking for a way to hit a lick.
Looking for a hustle, man. You don't want to be the victim.
You don't want to be the hustler.
You don't want to be that one, man. I hope you don't. Yeah. I hope you don't. But it's hard to tell because you think it's one thing, and all the while the people, smiling in your face all the time, they want to take your place.
Backstabber.
And that's how they do it.
That's how they do. And
it's hard because the Biggie said that more money, more problems. Because you get to a little bit of success, and all of a sudden, here they all come telling you, boys, your long lost friend, right? Oh, my dog, man, if I ain't been knowing you, I don't need to know you no more.
Where you was at when I was shooting in the gym?
No, I don't need you around because I know where you was. You wasn't by me.
Right.
See, I know where you were. You was not by me. So you going back where you was, and you stay right over there. But it's a shame, though, but you have to be more selective. And to be quite honest, you need to be more suspicious. You need to be more suspicious. And I'm not saying paranoid, right? I'm not saying paranoid, but I'm saying a healthy suspicion when it comes to who's actually on your side or who could be on your side. That is not bad advice. I think that you should be reasonably suspicious, especially if you got more than a little to lose, right? And that amount to lose is relative to you. Because your little $10,000 might not mean nothing to somebody with 100, but it mean a whole lot to somebody with 1. See, so if you lose your 10, it might hit you harder than somebody who lose 50 who got 100. You understand? Right. So it's all relative, man. You got to be careful with what is important to you to make sure it stays close, stays unfettered with, and make sure that you have your discernment turned up as loud as you can to the highest frequency that you can, because people is rotten, man. People is rotten.
And they are. And the weirdest thing about people being rotten, it doesn't have anything to do with things that they want to acquire. There's a missing piece in who they are, and if what you have or who you are represents what they are missing, they will come at you to take it. Not that they necessarily want it, they don't want you with it.
They just don't want you with it because they believe that it's supposed to be. That's envy.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
That is one of the 7 deadliest sins.
Let me tell you something. Envy will make them people sell you to your enemy.
Yeah.
Envy will make, now they know you not, they know you on the right side, but they're so envious of what you do and who you are, they will plot and scheme meticulously to turn you over to the hands of your enemy while they're next to you, plotting against that same enemy. That's what envy does.
Yeah.
That's what envy does. So please just, I ain't trying to make you paranoid. Just be careful.
Pay attention.
And pray for discernment.
Read the room.
Pray for discernment.
And watch how people move.
There you go.
Because they definitely will show you who they are.
And what Dr. Maya Angelou said, when they show you, believe them. It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long. Stick and steady, y'all. We're going to have Dr. Eric Griggs on the other side of the break. We'll see you then. She was watching it.
I know.
She was watching it.
No.
So what is I know you scared us? Yeah, I'm done. I'm over with. I'm done.
What's the actual name of the Bonquisha song?
Christmas Blues. Why do I know that? See, this is why we need to be on Jeopardy. Why do I know this?
You know it.
Is opening a TV and film studio in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Hell yeah. I wonder if he gonna meet with Jeff Landry. Let's see. My wife loves in the club. Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long. I'm your host, Raylan Brian Banks.
And it's your girl, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
It's Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass. Y'all right back here on the Front Porch. Bad Chirren Wednesday at the bottom of our final hour right here as we continue this broadcast. And as we want to do every Wednesday at this particular time, we welcome to the Front Porch our own dots right here. Dr. Eric Griggs is flying solo today because Dr. Mark Allen Derry is actually flying somewhere out with a airplane full of people. How are you, Dr. Griggs?
Basically sent me to text and leave me alone.
Okay.
Well, I'm a firm believer in the succinct messages, my friend. That leaves no room for interpretation.
No, he was great. He was a lot more polite than that. But, we don't bite our tongues when we talk to each
other. I get it.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, you're right. So how you doing today, man? You in New Orleans?
I am in New Orleans temporarily next week. We start community medicine all over the world.
Where you headed, dude? All over the world?
No, well, we're headed to Atlanta. The 100 Black Men of America have a national leadership conference. I'm the vice chair of the Global Health and Wellness Committee.
Okay.
We're leadership conference with a panel focusing on maternal and child health and the role of men and dads in that.
Right on.
Yeah, and it coincides with an initiative that we'll be starting here this weekend for dads. It's called the HERO program. It's in partner with the HERO program. It's I'm leading it with Dr. Banky, where we'll be educating dads and supporting the dads as they go through the process of pregnancy. First-time dads, granddads, the whole nine. Just support group. Fellas, we need a little help sometimes.
Right on.
We'll talk more about it.
Oh, but that's a beautiful thing. Just the idea that during that time, because so many couples refer to it as we're pregnant. And so it is actually a time for the husband to have some attention, or the father of the child to have some attention paid to him, because that is something that is not naturally thought of as being put upon to the dad, but you found that it actually is, and it needed to be addressed.
Well, the interesting thing is that, and maybe you can help me with this, is what's funny is, we all act rough and grumpy, a lot of dads trying to be hard, until we get to the barbershop. And then we'll get there and be like, man, look, she said she's 12 weeks. What does that mean? I want to go to the doctor with her, but that's her point. And we tend to allow ourselves to be mentored in a barbershop space.
Yes.
And not willing to talk anywhere else. So what we want to do is to try to support again. As we flesh this out, I will be asking for help, not just from y'all, you and Kendall, but from the listeners in the group, and how we support each other in the community to help our dads. Everything changes when there is a dad in the picture.
Everything.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
Which is why the whole thing of keeping the dads out of the house was a part of the plot to destroy the family. But I digress. Please go ahead.
And if you can bring a granddad and uncle,
yes, sir.
A great granddad into the picture, oh, the world is different.
Yes, sir.
That's what we're going to be trying to do. And it's a 4-year project, but I know us, once we start talking and we embrace something, like getting rid of their car and getting rid of the minute now,
yeah,
we can galvanize.
We can, bro.
Yeah.
We can. We've shown it in the past.
Yeah, so it showed it at the game on Sunday.
Were you there, sir?
No.
You weren't. Lucky you.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong at all. You tapped on a piece about the importance of dads, right? And so it's holiday time for myself and my cousins, as we lost my dad last year and 2 of my uncles. And so, dads and their impacts, and granddads and uncles and parents and the importance of having men in our lives is so important. And I tend to gravitate toward uncle figures or dad figures who can kind of stand in the gap for us. But I don't think that it's discussed enough about the role of security not just like financial security or physical security, but emotional security that space that dads and uncles and grands and grandfathers provide. And oftentimes, like you said, we discuss about the manpower, or we talk about the responsibility of fiscal providing for families, but there's an ability to relax as a wife, as a mother, as a daughter, or even a niece or cousin, of having men around you and feeling protected. You don't have to walk around with that anxiety all the time, and it's never ever talked about in a large platform.
So, what's interesting is, so as y'all know, I found my dad last year.
Last year.
August. 2017, found out his same name, he's a doctor, granddad's a doctor, but we share that story. I can honestly tell you that 53, about to be 54 Sunday, I'm a different person, right? I don't have any inner angst.
Yeah.
So, and I had numerous excellent male role models. We keep them out. I'm everybody's little brother or annoying pet. Titan. I'm that. I'm always been that. But I've always been very easily mental, right? But being able to pick up the phone or him calling me, like I've never had that experience before. And I tell you, it's like someone took like a cooling form and put it on my DNA. I'm not angry about anything anymore. It's a sense of, I don't know what it is, but it's just different. And immediately when we connected and I heard his voice, my answer, because of my grooming, and part of it was true, but when he was saying something, yes, sir, yes. I don't know how to describe it. So being able to show the significance of having a place in your child's life.
Yes.
The difference that it'll make longitudinally over the decades. I'm in my 5th decade, and it still makes a difference.
It makes a difference.
It makes a difference.
It makes a huge difference.
Yes. Yes.
Being able to accentuate that and give that gift and let us open up to each other and trust each other to wrap our arms. Remember, high-functioning society, got this from Dr. Jackson, high-functioning society are child-centered, adult-governed, and elder-ruled.
Yes.
So we take the kids, we bring the dad, and then we wrap them around the elder, the grandparents, the whole line. And the grandmother,
oh yeah, always
yeah,
holistic, everybody. But that also, Doc, would give us an opportunity to let the mothers and the grandmothers and the aunts rest just for a little while. If we could take that and get those fathers up where they need to be doing the things that fathers do, then the burden would not just all 100% be on the mothers. So that would give us, man, can you imagine the women in your life relaxed?
Not just that.
Not stressed.
Give us the opportunity to love on. Because if you have the opportunity to just nurture, if you just have the opportunity to just love and secure, especially as you all go out into the world, we're ready to receive you so that you can let down what the world has put on your shoulders. We can come in and help you take that off and then go out. But it also has to be cyclical, because if I feel protected, then I don't have to carry the burden of always having to be yes, that piece right there is volumes, and I wish that everybody has had that chance to experience it or get to experience it at some point or another, because I'm telling you, you sleep so much better. You sleep so much better, yeah.
Yeah, well, Kimba, particularly in those first 2-3 years, because how many times, if I'm the only one telling me, how many times have you heard? It's like an expected attitude that well, yeah, she got when he can go to the bathroom on his own, or she can go to the bathroom on the nightstand, then I got to go. Up until then, that's mom's job.
No, that's because you're an idiot. That's because you're an idiot, my friend.
You learn how to pump, and you go in the refrigerator every 2 hours, feed the baby, change that diaper, take your baby with you, and that's your responsibility. Take the bag, right? But a lot of it is stuff that we haven't been modeled. This kid's gonna do something wrong.
That's what it is. I don't know how. Babies is fragile. They be moving, and they little, and look at my hands, and look at, and it's a lot of that, man. But it's what it all boils down to at the end of the day is that you're scared. Yeah. And that's okay. That's okay. It's fear. But guess what? They told me you could be scared. You just gotta do it scared, man. Yes. You just gotta do it scared.
As I'm sitting here thinking, what was the, I think, imagine if we had a show where we just had, it was just for that.
I love it. I love it.
A podcast, we did something with it was just, people could call and we have, look again, here, man, we put camera and we talk and we do the thing. I mean, I do this show, but I do all the time, but it's just, it's bad time.
It needs to be. It needs to be.
We need spaces of safety. We need spaces for vulnerability. I know that women, we will create those spaces for each other, but oftentimes, if it's not happiness or anger, men do not have the spaces, or nor do they feel safe to express hurt, fear.
Because of what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Because of what you feel safe, I'll be honest, you don't know how.
Yeah.
Because you are raised to keep up that mask at all costs. Big boys don't cry. Big boys this. Big boys that. And you got to be this and you got.
Don't get mad, get angry.
Don't get mad, get angry. Oh, and it's why can't you just let him be a human being? If he hurts, why can't he cry? Right? If you hurt, I've seen grown men cry. I didn't think there was no less than men. You understand? But we do that.
As I think about it, y'all, I have a whole host of doctors, psychologists, dads, a whole map, just to have something for people to listen to, the joint, just to get, because it'll be right in conjunction with what I'm doing on the real world. Because we're doing this globally. We have 100 black men. Like I said, on the global bike care, 104 chapters across the country. This is one of our initiatives that we're talking about. This is mentioning the dad, but nobody has the flavor that we do in New Orleans.
Doc, we gonna talk more about that. Don't go nowhere. We gotta take this quick break. You tuned into the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK 1230 AM, the station you listen to all day long. Stick and stay, y'all. We're speaking with Dr. Eric Griggs, and we will be back with him on the other side of the break.
What's your number again? What's your number again?
My phone number? 504-352-4744. And I'm looking at it. That's the only way I'm gonna remember mine. It ain't that way. It ain't that way.
Well, you can count me among those who are glad to see Mayor Latoya Cantrell has put some swift moves on New Orleans blight and the property owners responsible. The literal definition for blight is a thing that spoils something. The figurative definition is anything which withers hopes or prospects or checks prosperity. Let's explore the latter. In cities across the globe, blight serves as a silent assailant, eroding the essence of otherwise vibrant communities. Its destructive touch extends beyond the physical decay of structure. Blight infects the social fabric, sowing seeds of despair and diminishing, often thriving urban spirits. Cantrell publicly identified 12 high-profile properties that meet that definition. She has called them the Dirty Dozen. Among the ubiquitous eyesores, the Plaza Tower, Lindy Boggs Medical Center, and the abandoned De Gaulle Manor apartment complex in Algiers. In all 12 cases, the Cantrell administration says it's ready to move forward to bring the structures into compliance or tear them down. The buildings crumble and graffiti becomes commonplace. Blight signals a city's struggle against neglect and economic downturn. The blighted landscape deprives the city of much-needed tax revenue and repels potential investors, forcing businesses to shutter their doors, leaving behind vacant properties that aid an economic decline. Blight transcends the tangible scars on the cityscape. It fosters a sense of hopelessness among residents who witness the slow demise of their neighborhoods as litter becomes unofficial dumps and as fundamentally sound housing becomes a scary ghost property. Blight supports a vicious cycle as dwindling property values result in reduced tax revenues, crippling the city's ability to fund essential services and invest in revitalization efforts. Kudos to the mayor for ramping up the effort to hold property owners accountable for these eyesores. The battle against blight, however, should be a cause for every community to come together and envision brighter futures without it. And in that regard, we all can help. Keep your grass cut, clean up after yourself, and keep litter in your cars until you have a moment to toss it. You know, I've seen y'all roll down the windows of your cars and throw your trash on the streets. Just stop it, damn it. This is Norman Robinson, off the top.
This is your news update for WBOK 1230 AM from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
So the water board leaders will go before the New Orleans City Council to answer questions about what went wrong during this past weekend's event. Johnson has said a bunch of
Even who?
offline power problems on Saturday.
He got a Santa Claus tomorrow.
The council will be looking for a solution to remedy future events like this.
They will say this when you see commercial magazine lives.
Not this dude here, look. Not that guy.
Leaders are also deciding whether or not to suspend a construction on a boiler at a wagon and chemical factory. Federal developers are building a $27 million boiler and it's ammonia plant out of the problem.
Well, was it good? Yeah, it was
I just want to come on here and talk to a couple things about
that is awful. That is terrible.
The superintendent says that this will solve funding issues, give teachers raises, and help students get more chances to succeed. Families say it's going to be tougher to get their kids to these new schools, which are located miles away.
Well, yeah, everybody, join us on the front porch. I'm your host, Raylan Brian Banks.
And it's your girl, Chirren Wednesday. What's up, y'all?
Join us every Monday for Movie Monday.
And Tuesday is Trivia Tuesday.
And you know it's been bad churring every Wednesday.
And on Thursday, we like to travel.
And it's Free Your Mind Friday, so get your brass up.
Yes, if something's on your mind, let it off.
Join us every day right here on the front porch, WBOK, 12:30 a.m. The station you listen to all day long.
You're on the front porch with WBOK 12:30 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. It's the front porch, WBOK, 12:30 a.m. The station you listen to all day long. I'm your host, Raylan Brian Banks.
And it's your girl, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass. And on this Wednesday, we are speaking with Dr. Eric Griggs. And Doc, you have practically broken the internet over here with your idea about a father's podcast, man, a space for dads, or something along those lines. That's what you guys are going to be going up to Atlanta to talk about. But it's not just in Atlanta. Isn't this thing going to be trying to be done globally?
So here's the thing. It's interesting. It's both and even more. This whole idea of the podcast just came up talking to y'all. I mean, we're on the front porch, and that's how most podcasts talk.
Yeah.
I'm talking to fans. The Hero Shiro movement that we'll be doing here is local. It's a national thing, but I'm in charge of, myself and others are in charge of the dads here in New Orleans.
Okay.
I have a reach with my responsibility nationally and internationally because 100 Black men in America has taken on this same task. And I just told our chairman about it today. Next week is something separate that I'm going to bring this to the table with. But again, in my opinion, the way you become a Hall of Fame NBA player is that you start your own driving.
There you go. That's how it starts.
So it's something that we could start here. I did text with my chairman, and he's blowing my text messages up to start it. But I think it's a conversation that we can have, and it's as simple as that. It's making a safe station.
Say, man, meet me on the bayou tonight, man. Let's talk, me and you.
Okay, let's do that.
All right? Yeah, meet me on the bayou tonight. We're going to chop it up.
Yay!
Okay, well, yeah, my man opened next door. So there's a spot right there, bro. We can get it all in one stop. Well, we'll make it happen, man. Now, I'm sorry. I thought you was talking to me. You are, Doc, but I know Jazz was talking to me because there's a lot going on in here, man. There's a lot going on, and I have no idea what it is. Now, I really don't. Now, the one thing I did want to ask you about, Doc, I know we were talking about the COVID still being here, but I did see, because of you and Dr. Derry, I got a pop-up from the WHO. I follow them now. But there's the strain BA.2.86. They were talking about that as coming up around the latest. It hasn't caused any panic yet, but it's been categorized differently because they're saying it's now a, how did they say it? A variant of interest. They said it's, yeah, you're familiar with that, variant of interest.
Yeah, variant of interest is one that you need to keep an eye on because it's proliferating.
It's that's, yeah.
What it's due to is, right now, it's a kid that's in like kindergarten, first grade.
Yes.
That's cutting up and talking, and we don't know if he's cutting up and talking because he's bored. He's cutting up and talking because he didn't get any sleep. But we know he looks like he's starting to act bad in his classes, and he's a new kid on the block.
Gotcha.
Now, will he influence the rest of the class to start cutting up to the point that we have to intervene or possibly quarantine that class, or we're going to have to protect ourselves because they're really bad? We don't know. We'll see. So that's the variant of interest. And understand that just like every new school year, you get a new crop of kids.
You get, yes. Yes.
Every day, we get a new crop of, because remember, viruses don't have jobs, kids, they don't follow the same, the football team doesn't do nothing.
Right.
All they do is they try to mutate. So anyone that seems to keep proliferating becomes a variant of interest, particularly if it pops up in more than one place in a cluster.
And that's what this one has, because I think they said they've been tracking it. The reason that it went up was they've been tracking it globally, yes?
Yeah, they're tracking globally. And the reason, it's not a panic thing because you don't know whether or not, it might be a situation that mom and dad are at work, and then grandma and granddaddy come to the school and everything calms down. And
yes.
You never hear from them.
Yes.
So we don't know. So it's just something to keep our eye on and prepare.
That's what I wanted to ask, because usually I don't get, usually it's just regular stuff. But when I saw that one come up from the WHO, I was glad that you were going to be here today, because now it's just a matter of staying vigilant more so than anything else, but it's not any reason to panic.
Yeah. Right. And the fact that you're getting the alert and the fact that y'all just brought to my attention, let me know that Mark and I have been doing our job.
Yes, sir.
Yes. 2-3 years ago.
That's, bro, when do you think I started filing the WHO? They might send me a long-term member tag or member stuff. I started filing the WHO, man, 3 years ago now, and been filing ever since. And I got enough through you guys via osmosis to know some of the basic things. So when I looked at it, I was like, well, I know the variants and it changes and it keeps growing, but why is it of interest? And I didn't have enough information on that particular categorization. That's why I wanted to bring it up. It didn't panic me, though, but I did want to see what exactly that variant of interest means.
And for the folks tuning in, they haven't picked up. If you haven't noticed, especially when I'm on here by myself, if Mark Allen and I come on and we're talking about something other than COVID, and things are relatively calm.
Yes.
That makes any sense?
Yes.
Flu numbers are up, RSV numbers are up, particularly now Mark Allen spending the bulk of the time in the hospital. Like, you give you first-hand accounts of what he's seeing. So right now things are relatively calm, but the problem is, as you've seen for the last 3 years, we get calm until right around before or right after Christmas is when numbers for everything tend to go up. And that's because it's colder, we're inside, we party. We
do.
And we don't protect ourselves. Mm-hmm. So I just want to remind everyone the things that we did. I had to correct myself. I used to say that we did prior to the pandemic. The people weren't washing their hands before they went into the pandemic. We talked about that.
They was nasty then, they still nasty.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Dr. Eric Griggs, man, thank you so much, man. We'll be talking again next week, and I'll see you later, bro. You know we appreciate your time, all right? All right, brother. For sure. Later. Thank y'all for giving us 3 hours out of your lives that you'll never get back, and we certainly hope we've given you a little bit of something in return for the contribution of your time. I'm your host, Grail and Brian Banks.
And it's me, Be Good, Kimber White Dupree.
And that's Brother Nyron on the other side of the glass, y'all. Practice random acts of kindness. Do something nice for somebody just because it's a nice thing to do. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see y'all on the flip. Isadora was the first bar winner.
Oh my goodness. Hilarious.
The country was falling and the pop bets and lost that it also loved.
And then there's more.
And then there's more. And then there's more. And then there's more. And then there's more. Riding, compromising, anything with tranquilizing.
Hilarious.
Now they have to wait.
Hilarious. Hilarious. But did you ever see the version of from Family Guy when they wouldn't go to the chorus and kept adding verse to verse to verse? He was like, and then there's more. God.
I didn't see that one.
I'm gonna find that one for you. It's hilarious.